hopefully we should have a good topwater bite with this overcast we have.
It's definitely a little overcast.
Yep.
Man, this fog is just, we're getting fixing to get socked in again. It's rolling on in. Winter fishing. You gotta love it. The water's nice and clear today.
Yeah, it's this time of year the water's really, really clean up here. Sight fishing can be great because of that. It should be probably about 5 or 6 inches lower than what it is for this time of year. It's kind of unusually a little high.
We've had that northeast wind blowing for 15 weeks this winter, just holding the water up here in the lagoon, so hadn't had a chance to drain out like it normally does.
I thought I just saw one tip up there at 12, like 90 yards or so up in front of us.
Tip up. Well, let me give you a scenario what happened. We were going from point A to point B, trying to get out of this fog a little bit, and we came across a school of redfish, just happened to bump them up. It was an accidental thing, but we found them. Now stay tuned, we'll see if we can get them. Do you find that the fish up here are more of a tidal influence fish, more than like a moon bite or a saloon or table bite?
Not a whole bunch right in here. When you get a little bit closer to the inlet, you'll notice a bigger difference on the tidal flow of when that triggers a bite. But down here, it tends to have more to do with what the conditions of the day are like. It can fluctuate from day to day.
There got to be around here somewhere.
Yeah, they didn't go too far. They just don't want to show themselves right at the second.
There they are, right here. That's
Good
it,
shot.
ain't it? That's it. Come on, dude, come on. Fish
There
on,
you go,
brother.
buddy.
That looks like a big fish, too. Oh, Lordy.
Big old redfish in the fog.
You almost wonder, what have I got myself into? Especially when you see that big old hump come up like that. Well, as y'all can tell, it's still foggy. And we were going from point A to point B, and as we got out here, we came across this school
Look,
of
you can
redfish.
see the rest of the school out here still milling around. That's a good fish, man. See all the water that school humped up when you first hooked them?
Yeah.
They were pushing.
Every time I wanted to come to Mosquito Lagoon, I always wanted to catch, a keeper-sized redfish, so I always fish for the big fish in the Indian River. But no matter where I'm fishing in my backyard, as you can tell, it's wintertime, so we're doing what we know what we can do best to bring you a good show. And that's come after some of these good redfish here on the Space Coast. Ah, it's a nice fish. I love the way always that bait buster slides up on the line, so.
Yeah, he crushed it.
It doesn't get hammered. The only bad thing that happens when you do that is that when you go through a school, if he swims through a school, a lot of times another fish come up and eat that bait buster that comes up the line and will bust your line. It's always like using a long leader. Oh, this is a feisty little redfish. But I'm going to go ahead and put the power pole down. You can hop down if you want. Let me get this power pole. That's a nice fish. Y'all going to like this one. We kind of got lucky on this fish because we were going from point A to point B, and as you can see, it's still foggy. Luckily, we had the Ray Marine going and see where we're going. And we came across this school, and wow, hey, I think this fish is a little bigger than we thought.
I think some of the ones in that school were bigger than him.
Well, let's go see if we can find one or two.
That is big sister.
That is a nice redfish. Nice, brother.
Good deal, man.
So from point A to point B, come across.
He crushed that bait buster.
Yeah, he did. There we go. Got the bait buster out. And we got us a nice redfish. Look at that beautiful redfish on a foggy morning. You'll get a good shot of the light on that one. Look at the tail lit up on this fish. See what I mean by that tail lighting up to blue?
Good deal.
He's all lit up. What do you think? 14 pounds?
Yep, real close.
Close to that.
Real close.
Beautiful fish. Back in the water you go. And off. Ow, ow. I'm getting you back in. You ain't got to bite me like that. I'll have to fight another day if you come fish here with Captain Brian. It's a nice fish, ain't it? Now, a lot of times you see people go back and forth like this with a fish. I try not to do that because the lactic acid builds up in their fillets here. If you kind of go in a natural swimming motion like this, it kind of keeps them limber enough, and then when they're ready to kick off, they usually just kick. And off he goes. You know, a lot of times those redfish, when you release them like that, they'll kind of go ooh, and kind of be real lethargic, and you just touch them and bam, they'll take off.
Good job, man.
Appreciate it. And we're going to go to break. Y'all stay tuned. We'll be right back with some more addictive fishing and redfish from the Space Coast.